Ford Foundation, globalist run. And so, yeah, I would be for free trade with China if they had no tariffs and we had no tariffs and they didn't have slave camps. But you've got to have some type of walls when the rest of the world's totally collapsed. Instead, globalism, you let the walls down. It's like opening the door on a submarine and everything gets flooded. Mexico's worse off than it was 20 years ago under NAFTA and GATT. We're worse off. And so that's the issue here. But, yeah, I mean, I don't think Gary Johnson is perfect. But I know he's been anti-war. He's for drug decriminalization, which the globalists do not want. And so I'm not falling down. In fact, I'll open the phones up tomorrow when Gary's on. Is he on 30 minutes or an hour? An hour. He's on for an hour. So we'll take calls tomorrow. You guys make me 30 minutes into it, go to calls, okay? And, Gary Johnson's a nice guy. Sometimes hearing him speak's like watching paint dry, but it's okay. He's going to be on the show tomorrow, and I already had him on before. I'm not just having him on now because Rand Paul's being wedded to Mitt Romney. And, again, I think it's a beautiful wedding, and I'm sure everybody's going to have fun at the wedding, and I'm not against it. I just don't particularly like it, but I'm being sarcastic now, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and take a call from Brian in Pennsylvania. You're on the air, Brian.
Hey, Alex. Thanks for taking my call. Man, it was great meeting you in Chantilly at the Bilderberg meeting. This thing with Ron Paul has really got me worked up. I mean, I feel like it's a betrayal. Alex, I feel like I've been punched in the gut. And I'm afraid, or I don't know, maybe hopeful that this is going to be a trigger for maybe a call to action from the info warriors to make a move. I mean, what are our choices here? We've got Obama or Romney. Those are our choices. I mean, come on, man. I'm sick of it, Alex. I mean, it's time for.
Well, you know what? You know what the big New Jersey newspaper, NewJersey.com, had to say. 2 words for those upset by Rand Paul endorsement of Mitt Romney: grow up. And they go on to say, and the masses are upset with it, and they go on to say, and the masses just aren't that smart. So listen, you shouldn't. Hold on. You're not smart because you know that Mitt Romney wrote Obamacare. You're not smart because you know Mitt Romney's been for abortion for 20-plus years, but now says he's against it. You're not smart because he always stabs his constituents in the back and is owned by Goldman Sachs publicly, just like Obama. You're not smart because you know he supported carbon taxes. You're not smart because you know Ron Paul didn't endorse McCain, and as bad as McCain is, Romney's even worse on the voting record. You're not smart. And the Ron Paul of 4 years ago, he wasn't smart. See, Ron Paul and everybody, and by the way, Ron Paul's involved, they've gotten smart. So just admit you're not that smart. It says you're not that smart. This is Paul Mulshine. You're not smart, and you need to grow up, okay? So, yeah, grow up. Get behind Romney, who says we shouldn't audit the Fed and that Congress has no power over the issuance of currency and credit. Grow up. How dare you? Listen to Jack Hunter. Grow up. We've got to make the Republicans happy. So let's have a war with Iran. Let's have sanctions. Let's have torture. Let's endorse neocon candidates, and let's endorse Romney. Okay, grow. In fact, I'm announcing I'm growing up today. I've just grown up. Now, we shouldn't be hardcore and change the discourse by moving the Overton window back towards liberty. We should let them walk us into tyranny through a process. So again, grow up. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm ready to grow up, Alex. I'm sick of the TSA. I'm sick of the FDA.
Grow up. Got to do it to keep you safe. Can't let you know if it's GMO. Got to arrest Amish. You got to let them ban sodas and milk and popcorn all over the country. It's not just New York. You got to grow up. We need inspectors to dig through our trash. We need the NSA to spy on us without warrants. We need 30,000 armed drone switchblades against us. Grow up. We need sodium fluoride in the water, 7-fold increase in bone cancer. Grow up. Grow up. Grow up. I'm sorry.
I'm sick of their drones, Alex. I think we need our own drones with live stream to spy on them. And I think no,
that's an invasion of government secret under national security, and we have no rights. Grow up.
No, I'm tired of being oppressed. I'm trying to being told that I have to take their GMOs. I'm tired that
Grow up, sir. Enjoy the tenfold thousand increase plus in pediatric cancer.
Sir. No, sir.
Oh, grow up. Hey, they say there's death panels. They want to kill grandma. It's trendy to kill your parents. Grow up. Grow up.
They want to strip search her in the airport, Alex.
So what if the TSA wants to molest your wife in front of you and put you in a microwave oven? Grow up.
A man's got to stand up and say no, Alex.
No, George Washington was wrong. Grow up. Grow up. I appreciate your call. Get rid of him. He hadn't grown up yet. Some kind of weirdo wants freedom calling into this show. Mitt Romney's awesome. I like him. He's got clean-cut hair, $2,000 suit, perfectly tailored. He smiles at you. Hi, how you doing? You know, Ted Bundy would do that. Pull up a little yellow Volkswagen. Hey, get in the car. I need a little 16-year-old. Oh, yeah. Hey, let's go to my house. We're going to have some fun once we get there. Now, you try to open your mouth, I'm going to blow your head off, sister. When I get you where we're going, everything's going to be all right now. Hey, he was smiling. Hi, I'm Mitt Romney. Oh, hi, I'm charming like a fake cheerleader. Hey. Yeah. Oh, it's so loving. Thank you, Chris. I understand you're upset or whoever that. What was that caller's name? Was that Brian? Okay, who do we go to now? Peter in Florida, you're on the air. I hope you've grown up and realized that we... Yeah.
Listen up. Listen, Alex, man. First of all, I want to say, you've done an incredible, I don't have to tell you anymore. You're the man, dude. But listen up. I want to just start off what I'm going to say, and I think I got a pretty important message by saying, remember, we can't always invest in a person. Like you always say, they could tear down a person, but the ideas have to go on. So first of all, everybody who's freaking out, Rand Paul this, Rand Paul that, everybody calm down, first of all.
And grow up.
Second of all, yeah, grow up. But now listen, second of all, I have to tell you, here in South Florida, we've, in 4 years, just about have completely taken over the Republican Party here. I don't want to say specifically in which city.
And that's why this deal has been made. The Paulites were starting to take over, and so suddenly it's being taken over, and that's why this is so bad. But it doesn't matter.
But remember, and I don't mean to cut you off. I know you can cut off too, but whatever. Listen, you remember when Rand Paul was running for Senate? My brother and I both were like, what is going on with Rand Paul? He's saying all this mainstream neocon nonsense. He wins, landslide, right? And then I know he put the sanctions on Iran, but this guy took the charge up against NDAA, a TSA, and he went full force. Now, I'm not saying, like I said, he's just a guy, he can be torn down like anybody else. But it's so unreal. It's so easy. And I got to tell that guy who just called in freaking out, man, know what your power is and know what your strength is. My brother and I, we walk into the party and they know that we're borderline anarcho-capitalists. I mean, there's no hiding it, but they let us do what we want. They love us because we're personality-driven. They don't have any philosophical ties.
No, they don't. It's a bunch of fossils in the Republican Party that want to feel powerful and official, and that's the thing. Good people can take over when we take the field.
Exactly. Listen, it's literally like a social club. If these people were nerds, they'd be at a Star Trek convention. It's the same thing.
Exactly.
No, but listen, I got to tell everybody out there, you got to hear this. Once you go in and get rid of that whole defensive attitude, you can know it, man. There's people there talking about Agenda 21. There's people there yelling at the senators for stuff that you would hear on your show on a daily basis. However, if you just go in there and kind of keep your calm, I think this is what he's doing now. And he's getting in there because look how easy it was. Look how difficult it was 4 years ago to get these ideas mainstream.
No, I hear you, and I appreciate the points you're making. We got to go to break. I got to go to break, brother. We'll come back and take more calls. Listen, yes, the Republican Party knows Ron Paul really won those two states for sure, probably 3 or 4, but 2, Iowa, Maine for sure. And so they're scared, and they know that Campaign for Liberty and the Liberty Movement and our radio show and others are exposing Agenda 21, the New World Order. It's hot. Charlie Daniels is waking up. I mean, it's happening everywhere. I traveled across the country, every place I went in, restaurants, a fireworks store. There was listeners everywhere. I went in a fireworks store with like 5 people, and 3 of them were listeners. Yes, but I'm saying that goes both ways. We don't now say, hey, we're infiltrating them. Let's play along with it. No. You go in there, you take it over openly. You take it over openly, and you tell Campaign for Liberty, don't start endorsing CFR people, or we'll create a whole new system. That's all I'm saying. For a long time, you've heard me talk about building your own food supply. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm starting to go to your calls. We're going to continue taking more of them. I'm glad you're fired up. Coming up, Business Insider. See, it's going mainstream. This chart shows the Bilderberg Group's connection to everything in the world, and it shows how they sit in interlocking directorates over 400 plus of the Fortune 500. In fact, scroll down, we'll show people watching at prisonplanet.tv that. If not, I'm going to link to this right now at Infowars.com, and it ties in with a big article we've got today by Aaron Dykes that's at Infowars.com. We've now finally scanned all hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pages of the 1966 Bilderberg documents, exclusive Bilderberg 1966 data dump, The War on Nationalism Exposed. Very powerful article and hundreds of pages of documents now in PDF. It went up last night, and the article was written this morning. I guess Aaron stayed up till like 3 in the morning to get this done. It is up there right now at Infowars.com in the featured news area. Be sure and get all of that out. And I will get into the nanny state. I will get into male fertility plunging. That's a London Independent article. We will get into U.S. cities embrace software to automatically detect suspicious behavior. Slate.com. Hey, how about systems to automatically detect suspicious government behavior that our founders warned us of? Oh, it's not suspicious behavior. It's shipping guns to Mexico to blame the Second Amendment and the false flag. It's shipping Al-Qaeda into Libya and now Syria, publicly. I mean, what are you doing running Al-Qaeda? Well, we always knew you ran it, but now it's admitted? You think we're that stupid? What are you doing with not letting us mark GMO food? What are you doing with all this tyranny and trillions in banker bailouts and corporate welfare? What are you doing? They're like, hey, you know what we're doing? We're robbing you blind, and you put up with it. You see, once you put up with corruption and you make excuses for it, the corrupt know you'll just pretty much start putting up with anything and everything. Like Jerry Sandusky's wife going on all these vacations with little abused kids and reportedly in the same room with her, but she didn't know what was going on. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the same thing with all these crimes and situations. We just put up with the TSA abusing us. And it just becomes normalized, like Nazi Germany or Soviet Russia or the Aztecs. It was normal to have child sacrifice every morning when the sun came up all over Mesoamerica under the Mayans. And to them, that was normal. Well, you know what? It isn't normal. It's sick, it's demented, and this culture is buried alive, and I want to dig us out of it. They love it. These disasters, it's just beautiful to them. They love it, and we're giving the worst people control by not getting aggressive with them. All right, we're going to go to break and come back with John, Nana, Nicholas, Chris, George, everybody, and I will try to accelerate through calls for 30 minutes, and then I'm in a news blitz. And boy, is there a lot of, I've already mentioned some of it. So stand by, countdown for that. Also, your purchases at InfoWarsShop.com or InfoWarsStore.com or link through at InfoWars.com make all this possible. We've got back in print for limited time, Tragedy and Hope, Top Globalist Insider, A Noble Lie DVD film, back in print also the latest edition of Strategic Relocation, and available at Infowars.com. Pro Pure Water Filters, 10% off with promo code WATER. Infowarsstore.com or 888-253-3139.
Jones.
Yeah, I am wound up, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us for another global transmission, another hour of InfoWars Live. I'm your host, Alex Jones. Open phones in this hour. Huge news blitz coming up at the bottom of the hour. Man, there's a lot of crazy news. I mean, I knew they were going to get around to it, but banned soft drinks above certain ounces, now milk products, popcorn in New York, Snoops in your trash can. This is going nationwide. That's all coming up. Also, a great article by Mike Adams from naturalnews.com. We have posted at Infowars.com. Zombies, deniers, sociopaths, schemers, and protectors. The 5 dominant personalities you'll encounter in the world gone mad. Yeah, and it's all people seeking power through false templates they've been taught.